So we saw in the previous video how we can largely interpret what we see in the screen for the intake test dashboard. How can you make the use of that? When you go to the interview with this person, and we take here the example of Flora, we have, based on the results that we see on the screen, we have to check the CV and try to understand how come and we got these results. So in this example of Flora, we see that she's quite strong on supply. She has applied for a supply log position, so we're very interested in the supply area. And then we see that she did quite well, apart from the level 4 questions, where she did 0%. So then in the interview, we would like to understand where this strong supply background coming from. Is it academic? Is it experience, but not academic? So that would be a useful understanding for the profile of the person. Then at the same time, realistically, supply is related to cold chain management in the field. So when she did 50% in total, 50% her performance in the intake test for cold chain, and we see that the level 2 questions were all wrong, while the level 1 she did quite okay, we would like to understand how come and she has this let's say partial, as it seems, knowledge. So we would like to understand, is it she did wrong the technical part of the cold chain and she answered correctly the managerial parts of the cold chain, which would be ideal for a supply person, or the other way around. The same goes a little bit with biomed, which is also related with supply. We want to understand how come in this perfect level 1 score in biomed appears. What is the idea behind it? Generally, we see that this person, while he has been applying for a supply log, she seems to have quite a good understanding on the technical part of electricity, construction, and transport. So I think it will be useful to understand where this strong, seemingly technical background come from, or it was just luck clicking on the right answers.